Hello folks, and welcome back to the Batcave and indeed Farm Sim 19. And as you can see, from where you left me, I did a bit of that speeding up time malarkey, since I can't do the new functionality, because I might have made a boo-boo slightly. Anyway, we'll gloss over that. So, as you can see, in the absence of a farmhouse, we start here. Yeah. And, well, there you go. But you can see by the money there's been quite a few changes now. I think I covered them all in the last video, but just in case I didn't, I went a wee bit mental. In fact, I went quite a lot mental, to be fair. I have, well, rather than say I have, let's just I'll show you what I've done. Now I'm getting double clicks of this side panel, and I have no idea why, but I push a button once rather, and it activates twice, which is very economic but not very helpful. Anyway, so leased items, we got that. Hang on, where's my combine gone? Oh, there's, right, leased items, I beg your parsnips. Yeah, I keep forgetting that's the wrong way around, or the right way around. It's just probably me thinks of it the wrong way around. Anyway, we now have Fent 515, because I know species 6, 7's got one, and I just love it, so I wanted one too, so nah, I got one. I got this 22, that's leased, and I got all this basically because I wanted to buy some land to have a fighting chance of having somewhere to store stuff. Now at the moment, yeah, it kind of worked, but right, so there's the base of operations, and there's all my gubbins. Unfortunately I don't have a house there yet, so now if I swap to lands, you'll see I do get all these trees in here. So not ideal, but push comes to shove, I can run up to the sawmill. Because the crop that was in here, helpfully, withered. Yeah. How did he get that? Ah, that's how. So yeah, it's all, yeah, that was all withered, so infuriating. But hey ho, them's the joys. Oh, and I found something out. I was trying out a theory that species had purported, which is absolutely, it's not a theory, it's fact. You throw lime on a growing crop of any description, goodbye crop. It's that simple. Even liming grass is a dodgy procedure. And usually if you're throwing lime out, you would, well, ideally you do it on bare soil. But if you get to the point where you're needing to throw lime out, it's not something that I've ever done every year. And bearing in mind I'm in Scotland and we do have quite a lot of acidic soil, especially up where I was born and bred. And basically the way it worked, you do a reseed once every so many years of pasture, because, well, you could do crops, and in days of yore they did, but nowadays it's not economically viable. I've never heard that before. Anywho, you would rip the ground up into little bitties, then you throw your lime on, because usually you have a soil sample done and they say, oh, it's low in this and you need that nutrient and this nutrient and all the rest of it. Species would probably be able to put more flesh to that, but the upshot of it is, in this game, if you throw lime on a crop, even if it's withered, it doesn't lie. Now I thought I'd be clever. I thought I'll throw lime on, now I'll plough everything under, then I can, no, because all that happened was my lime spreader, which we will now go and have a look at. Pink. Whoa. Yeah, I get what they're doing with the new camera, but sometimes it really catches me out something terrible. So not you. That one, yes. No. Where's my lime spreader gone? Alright, what have I done with it? Oh, that's what I've done with it. I'm filling it up. Right, see them there wheels? You don't get narrow ones. Well, you do, but I didn't because it was extra money, and as you can see, we're pretty tight on money really for this sort of carry on. Anyway, that was killing the crops, and that's the only bit that I was throwing lime on, which was infuriating because I didn't actually twig until I'd done the whole field, and yeah, all I did was have nice little strips. So I got a subsoiler, ripped the field up. That's where we're at the moment, and now I think that's lime I'm putting in. Yeah, I'm kind of meant to know what I'm doing, but I don't always. Yeah, it is. Right. So, and here's my loader tractor. This is just such a good model. I mean, there's something about that that's not quite right, and it's just... Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute. Have I done it again? Yes, I've done it again. The bit that's not quite right is me. There's a shock. And I put my glasses on, things look a bit better. But yes, the colours are just... See that... Whee! Oh, stop that. Right. That there, where I've got it on, just the edge of it. And yet, I know I'm being picky, but I am picky. That's just me. Anyway, right, enough of that. Oh, I may have turned the sound up. Let's just have a look. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit, so we'll just sort that out. I love the sound, so I was blowing my head off. Where are you? Right, let's try that. Well, we could do a wee bit more than that, so... Right, there we are. After all that, I go inside anyway. Right, so... oh, and although... Oh, come on. Why just... That'll be a building. Whoops. Right, that'll be a building. So, I've got that trailer because I wanted... I wanted something to carry, because I've got a cedar, and it's a bit inconvenient, to say the least, to be trundling down to the shop all the time. Whoops. So, theory is... Right, I have to get my bearings here. Forwards, no on you. Right, so that's on the deck. Okay, I think that's a marker. Let's try it out. Yep, that works. Right, so I'm just going to get some seed after I've loaded all these in, because if wildly assuming I can count, this should be a full load for the spreader. And I still can't get used to that because it... No! Just brake and hold! Bloody hell. Oh, naughty words. So infuriating, that pedally thing. But I suppose it's only a problem if you have pedals, because if you use anything else it's quite straightforward, I assume. Or I'm just spoilt, which I probably am. Well, no, I am. Talking of which, after I've done this one, I've got a few... come on. Got a few jobs to do. But hopefully, my Logitech so about there, my Logitech X52 will appear. And I'm still going for that shuttle bit, and I will be remapping lots of things and no doubt causing all sorts of mayhem to this game. But yes, on the other side of it, I don't have a, no I don't, right. On the other side of it, I will be doing a run on Mercury, and with all my toys, well, depending of course on what toys are actually here. I didn't want that. Why did you suddenly go backwards? Forwards, brake, hold. Ah, right, I see what's going on. Every time I change view, it's... Right, okay. Really need to sort your controls out, boys. You can do better than this. You did in the last one, but yeah, basically every time I'm changing the view, it's breaking the input stream, or the I don't know how you I don't know what terminology to use, to be honest, but I'm holding the brake steady, which I'm probably not meant to, but you know, in real life that's kind of what you do, so that's what I'm doing. Get my forks sorted out, one of them, and when you change view, it forgets that you had your foot in the brake, breaks that, and takes it as another input, and therefore you start going backwards. Which, if you're me, you go, what? Because I'm a bit slow and took 2 or 3 times to figure it out, but there you are. I suppose at least I got there. That's something. Yes. You see now why I like Species. I'm more than capable of getting myself in a pickle. I'm getting suitably sophisticated by it all. Right, so we'll try this theory. So, foot in the brake. Now, I wish there was an indicator, but you'll just have to trust me. Foot in the brake, and then change view, and I'll start moving backwards. But I'll wait till it's done. Yeah. There you go. So, the way it's looking at the moment, I'm actually going to do a short, I don't know, 4 or 5 minute video with all the little gameplay doofs that I've found so far. Not a huge amount, and they're not game breaking, not by a long chalk. But as I've said before, I've spent probably far too much time in this game, and I want it to be good. Yeah, I'm going to get catalogue crops. I'm already signed up for it, and have been, as some of you will know, for quite some time, and quite intrigued to see what they will come up with. But that farm sim and cattle and crops in my world can quite nicely live together. There's absolutely no reason why not. Oh, and just picking up on your comment on the last video of Species, you're absolutely right. Apart from the fact that control or setting doesn't affect the steering, it's kind of weird. Put it to 100, put it to 0, it doesn't make any difference at all. If I tab out and tab back into the game, my steering then becomes the way it is in my profiler. If not, it magically gets doubled. I have no idea why it does that, because ostensibly, according to Giants, they have even to the point that there's a wee line of code, and I can't remember where it is, but there was certainly in 17, where it's force feedback either false or off, or you know, that sort of thing, which is a bit nuts, but it does affect it. And you know what, folks, look what I've just done, and I've been ranting and raving about silly things, but while I'm ranting and raving, I'm in and out and in the tractor picking up pallets. They're not trying to fire off into the stratosphere, they're not getting a life of their own. They don't feel like the way about as much as a pack of sugar. Right, why am I getting 2 inputs? Right. See, I like holding my foot in the brake, and it's probably a bad habit, because I should have a hand. Usually you would come in and then handbrake, and then that happens, and then you but anyway, I'm just not normal. Let's just leave it there, shall we? It's hardly a shock. Now, while I'm here, right, I'll leave you, and we just have to go through everybody again. Right, there we are. You're full. Something else I've noticed that I've just demonstrated completely by accident. Well, if you look at I've got a momentary switch, a 2-way momentary switch. Now, it's trying to ape a mode switch in a car on this wheel, but basically it's a 2-way momentary switch, and I've got it down as start. So if I tap it, alright, okay, it started that time. Last night when I was doing that, and indeed just there, whoa, that's heavy. Right, hang on a sec. Let me just do as I was saying. Do that. Sorry, this is quite poor, but let's all do that while we're at it. Right, that's better now. It was yeah, doing that doubling up of stuff. So what was I blithering on about? Who knows. Right, so anyway, the plan of action, which is not terribly exciting stuff, but it needs to happen, is we'll get the lime on, and I think I know I haven't got a huge amount of money, but I want to get up and running, because this is proving to be quite a slow burn. So we'll get the lime on, stick a worker on that, which, I tell you what, when they say it's like hard mode, I'm not 100%. Oh, might have been slightly illegal there. I'm not 100%, but it's every bit as difficult as hard mode, and in some respects I think it's actually more so, because 500,000 sounds like a lot, but when you get, I mean, I've made boo-boos and I've lost a lot of money because I bought stuff when I should have leased and blah blah blah, and I yeah, well, you know, learning. But yeah, 500 really is not a lot, really is not. Now then, Macduff, why are you okay? And they did say in one of the streams that they are working on a tool whereby I could put it on the back of the tractor and drive up here, doo-be-doo-be-doo, and have a little road appear behind me. Now, at the moment I could do that with subsoil and create field. I don't want to do that because I'll no doubt confiscate everything. Oh, and by the way, species, this does have a cover, but only on the biggest capacity one. The other two apparently don't need a cover. Plus 10 for joined up thinking. So let's do that. There you are. Now I think that's not going to be anywhere near far enough out, is it? Whoa! Okay, that's the other problem I have. And it goes, by Jove it goes. Right, let's try that one. And then we'll just stick a worker on that. What? Why have you completed your task? You haven't completed your task. Why are you saying that? You weirdo. Oh, it's picking up the lines I did. Oh, yeah. Right, okay, well, so much for that plan then. It would appear to be picking up the lines I did before. As you can see, there's only certain bits that are... okay, well, yeah, that wasn't part of the plan, but hey-ho. And we're going to have a little... Well, you'll be able to see... Well, there you go. I wasn't lying. There's the lines I did, because it'll only take one dose of lime. Right, well, we'll just do crazy paving then. Why not? Whee! Oops, steady. Yes, see, that's what happens when I think I'm being clever. The game takes great pleasure in going, you're being a muppet. And unfortunately, I can't argue. Hey, all part of the fun. Phrase words to that effect. Now I have knocked a tree down or two, and the animation is very different. And it's different, and I think better, but I can't actually say why. Mainly because, well, I'll show you after this, but well, I'll show you at some point. But mainly because your chainsaw is kind of disembodied. Yeah, I know that sounds daft, and how can a chainsaw be disembodied? There's another body, but it's meant to be loosely attached in some shape or form to yours. But when you actually do the cut, it's out in front of you, but, and this is a huge but, in a good way, it follows the chainsaw properly. So when you get your highlight and you start cutting, there's none of this it goes down and cuts through your foot before it gets to the log. The camera will stay centered on it. I'm not fertilizing. Lime's not... Were you not paying attention to species? It's not I don't know. Can't get the stuff these days. What it should say is you've successfully raised the raised the pH. Forgot there. That's not good. You've successfully raised the pH of the ground. Well done. Right, so there's that. Now, question is, well, I'm going to have to get storage somewhere. Well, we pretend these bags are invincible. I think we might have to. Unless, of course, it says you haven't got access to land, which is equally possible. Right, so I would like that to go either just off to the right behind the shed. That to me would be a reasonable... Oi, don't start that carry on again. Okay, I'll not touch anything. So, unload. Right, where are you going? Oh, and it actually did. There's a shock. Right. So, we've done lime. Now then, I wonder. If I set Matey Boy going... No, we'll follow the species route, I think. Or do I try a wee experiment? Right, well, let's try a wee experiment. No, not you. Or even you. You. Oh, vehicle group switcher. Please come back. Right, now this is not the biggest seeder in the world, it has to be said. I love this. I used to see one of these on a regular basis, just outside Glasgow, and the sound they've got to me sounds very harsh, but I have to admit that could be my ears, because as I previously mentioned, I'm a bit broken in that department, but in full cry this does make a glorious sound. And just going to YouTube, and it's sort of the era of like the case It was just after the case 14 series, but to me it kind of reminded me of a slightly cultured TW, which is swearing at them because that's a Ford, but hey, I'm a customer, I'm allowed to swear at them. Right, so here's the boy I got. It's a little 3-metre number. Now, question is, can I figure out, is it that one? No. That one? Do I have it even marked? Oh, it's that one. Right, okay. So, oh aye, that would be good, eh? It might be a tad quiet, excuse me. There we go, that's a bit better now. No, it's not. So it's... Did I get that? I think I did. Right, there we go. Righty-ho, off we go. Oh, cobblers, what am I doing? Barley. Yes, well. We'll need straw at some point. I think that's a fairly safe bet. So we'll do barley because, well, you don't get the volume, but you get the value. That's kind of the way I see it. I might be wrong, but how are we looking back there? Keep going. Doing all right. So hop, and that one. There we go. Oh, I need difflocks. Difflocks, go on, go. There you are. Ooh. And I'm going to wildly assume that they want us to go around the centre of that, which is a wild assumption. Is it right? Not really, but it's close enough. Something like that. Why are you... might have blocked up a bit with grass there, but hopefully it will clear. You know what? I might just yeah, you do that. Yeah, okay, that'll be fine. Right, let's see how you cope with this. Oh! Alright, you can run over that. I don't think you would be able to. Okay. Oh, and you're just gonna start there then. Right. Okay, so business as usual then. You'll do your end rigs first, and I'll fill in the gaps. Fair enough. So we need seeds and we need fertilizer. So let's get that on the go. Big bags. Sorry, I'm leaning forward, so if I'm suddenly deafening you, I do apologise. Seed bag 1000. I've got seeds there. So, actually, it's only that I need. So we do that. Yes, yes. And one more. Right, got any money left? One more. One more. There you are. Right, that'll do, I think. Right, oh, yes. Right, there you go. Tap the button too quickly, but if you push and hold. Oh! I like that. I really like that. That's the kind of attention to detail that makes me smirk and think, yeah, it's a bit silly, but I love that they thought about it. Way, okay, let's try that again. There you are. Alright, well, we're done. That's what I've done. I just love the sound of this thing. A proper growly diesel. Alright. Oh. I can't stop it in time. There you go. Right, this could be interesting because we don't have game extension to become Superman, and yes, nor do we have auto load. That should be somewhere about right. There you go, one of them. Still not a shuttle, Greg. There's too many for there, isn't there? That trailer needs to be a bit bigger, or these need to be smaller, or I need to think about it more. I probably need to think about it more. I really do like loader work. And as I think somebody famous may have already said, that's one thing Giants have pretty well got nailed. Go, that'll do you. There's me a little doofer move here. Ah, I've. Oh! Now, I don't know if I've shown you this because I had a few runs before this actually worked, but. Yeah, it's almost a one-to-one with a pedal. That kind of thing amuses me. It impresses me. Oh, there I speak, lad. Oops. Yeah, looking forward to getting the... No! Okay, let's go that way around then. No, don't do that. That was nearly disaster. Which I know that wouldn't be like me at all, but there you are. Oh, I've done it again. Look at the time. Jings, man. Right, well, you'll be pleased to know this is probably the only time you'll get the distinct pleasure of watching me do this. Because I do appreciate it's not the most exciting things, but this is a lot more manageable, I think, apart from the throttle shenanigans, but this is a lot more controllable than they were in 17, and as such I'm a very happy bunny, because I do spend an awful lot of time, whether it be off camera or whatever else, that way around, doing loader orientated stuff. Oh, that's really squint. I think. No, I know. Now then. I wonder. Right, well, we'll finish on this one. I'll load this and then I'm going to call it. But before I do, I can always go back to that, eh? I'm just going to use that fifth one at the back to hopefully square things up, or I might just twang them all off and it's all been an elaborate ploy. So right, so that's gone well too. Yes. Okay. Right, well, we'll take you off the worker and you can stop flashing your bits. Yes, as I say, work in progress, yeah, learning as we go, all that. I really ought to put my rubbish away, shouldn't I, really? That's kind of the lesson here. Right, well, anyway, that's long enough, probably too long for some of you, but anyway, I'll try and rein it in, but I do just get a little bit lost in this thing. But there we are, progress been made. I've hired stuff out, I have land, everything is leased, well, the majority of it is leased. When I get a crop in the ground, I will then go and either do some contracts. Oh, now, just before I run away, let's scare all the birdies. Sorry. Why have we got a... Oh, you... Now that's actually reminded me of something else I noticed. When I was doing a wee run at night, oh! How's that fertilised 100%? Hey? That can't be right. It is. How the hell's that work? Right, well, I've missed something there then. Because I just put lime on. And I know there's only 2 stages. And lime's meant to be the next one. And it doesn't need ploughed. Right. Oh, there's an intriguing point. Look at field 13. At the moment, it's fertilised to a degree. But if it needs limed, that overrides it. So that's the same as ploughing was last time round. Right, okay. Well, I've not done 2 layers of fertiliser. Or if I did in the last one and I've forgotten because I'm a bit rubbish, then well, hey, I'm a bit rubbish. Anyway, that's not what I was here to do. Just quick. Alright, where have you run off to? Ah, there you are. Right, now, see all that? Oh, it's just... no, it's leaves, right. There's your... yeah, I got the still. See what I mean? Slightly disembodied. And then we do that. Get as close to the ground as you... why are you not doing it? Right there. Now, you can let go of everything else by your... and that's far, far better, in my humble opinion. Oops, right, okay. It's a bit weird the way you do the treating. It is a bit weird. Right, that much? Right, the sound is really quite bizarre, but see, that to me is... that needs trimming. But I can't for some reason. Okay, from here I... alright, so if that's the case then... oh, you're kidding me, really? Okay, so there you have it. That's how you log. You stand 3 feet away from the trunk you want. Oh, jinx. Right, well, anyway, the physics is better. Of that we can be assured. And on that happy joy, I shall trundle off and hopefully get my jobs done so I can... then hopefully, there's a lot of hopefullys going on, get my 52 and confuse the heck out of this game all over again. I have a rough plan, and if it works the way I think, then yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do away with a couple of controllers, which have minimal use anyway. And one of them is verging on a classic, so I don't want to actually completely break it. Anywho, thank you all very much for watching. Hope this has been vaguely entertaining. And talking of entertaining, just a quick run over here. I know I almost do this, but hey, wouldn't be me if I didn't get sophisticated at the last minute. Look at how far I can jump. Whee! Sorry, yes, that. That's my view. Bit industrial, but you know, you can always turn around and look at blurry mountains. Yeah, okay, over that way then. There was one. There you go. Right, there you go. Felsburn from the air. Yep, the tourists are out again. Must get a tick on there, have a wee trundle. Yes. Alright folks, take it easy, have fun, and go have a look at species, you won't regret it. Cheery bye.